Sea and the bottom of the Baltic Sea.
The top and the bottom South.
And then storms affect water movement. So this glass was collected between the 22nd of September of last year and the 31st of December of last year.
How many storms were there?
There's new evidence of like Grandian in the Gulf of Finland.
You cannot be sure.
The river runoff data is regularly recorded. So we don't have river runoff data from Estonia from later than 2010. The last data recorded from Finland comes from 2019, and we, or I mean, not we, someone we don't know, or someone last heard details from Russia on river runoff levels in 2015. So we don't know how much water entered the Baltic Sea from the Never River, the Narva River, and Kemijoki. So before we get into that, you're saying that the chance of these shards coming from the Never River, the Narva River, and Kemijoki could be more or less than an unknown variable.
When you look at the geography, seismic process impacts the way that water moves. Submarine geography plays a part in how water can and does move in specific areas.
And then we need to know how the above water weather impacts the below water weather.
Specific area. In brackish water systems or in the system of the Baltic Sea, there is less salty at the surface and more salty deep down. Because there is so much fresh water coming into the sea, the process of salt surfacing or moving upwards towards the sky is extremely good.
There seems not to be a lot of conversation between the top of the Baltic Sea and the bottom of the Baltic Sea.
The top and the bottom South.
And then storms affect water movement. So this glass was collected between the 22nd of September of last year and the 31st of December of last year.
How many storms were there?
We need to check the check off.
There's new evidence of like Grandian in the Gulf of Finland.
I still don't know how it swings between southeast and circulation movement. Totally some kind of place in the Baltic Sea.
This means you can't be sure.
Does this mean you can't be sure? Specifically in the Gulf of Finland, one needs to count the River, Narva River, and
Again, river runoff data isn't regularly recorded, so we don't have river runoff data from Estonia from later than 2010. The last data reported from Finland comes from 2019, and someone we don't know, or someone last heard details from Russia on river runoff levels in 2015. So we don't know how much water enters the Baltic Sea from the Never River, the Narva River, and Kemijoki.
what factors contribute to the loss of this gas? Maybe political or economic? And what causes conscious or unconscious industries lost? Or what causes like the impossibility of not knowing first?
So before we get into that, you're saying that the chance of these shards coming from the Never River, the Narva River, and Kemijoki could be more or less than an unknown variable.
When you look at the geography, seismic process impacts the way that water moves. Submarine geography plays a part in how water can and does move in specific areas.
And then we need to know how the above water weather impacts the below water weather.
What conditions affect living systems?
We are operating within the Gulf of Finland.
The Baltic Sea has been waves in summer, these are bigger, more consistent in size. So waves in the summer have this water.
The Baltic Sea is the largest brackish inland sea area in the world and was formed by glacial erosion.
Human factors such as boat traffic literally impact the trajectory of the journeys, positioning of these objects. Has this decreased or increased recently?
I'm not sure, but I saw a Dutch that called sea glass.
How many fuel ferries sailed between Tallinn and Helsinki in the last year?
It's possible to see all bottle manufacturers listed on Google within one frame of the map. And we need to factor in how increasing CO2 levels in the regions might be affecting water movement in the Baltic Sea. Because CO2 levels can tell us something of how water and sediment mix, potentially leading to the transportation of sea glass.
We need to look at
Who's that on the island?
In the islands,
Okay. There's like a wooden floor. You think the tourist location?
yeah, so it says that visitors can explore this island, ferry service. Okay. And they have concerts every Sunday.
On the floor.
Yeah, the school.
Oh, you know what they can't bring a drink. Yeah, maybe they just tip it all in the ocean.
And then they can leave the back.
Or it might roll down the hill in the back. Or,
Like, and then, what's this? Can you see? Ah, yeah, that's the ferry service. So if you go towards the river up, then it's the ferry terminal. And, it's
this little thing that comes up.
yeah, the jetty. Then there's also like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
The water actually looks like jewels there. It's
yeah.
colors there.
Is this like,
Maybe it's on that.
yeah, well, there's different colors, right?
Sorry,
Yeah.
It's beautiful when you zoom back in, it's like a constellation.
Or rubbish.
where's the nearest town? That's what I want to know.
There's that town above that looks, it says like NO, if you zoom out, it's saying into, like, it says NO4, and there's like an older, there's a second old 4.
Oh, yeah.
And then, which?
I can't see. And four. Oh, right, yeah, number 4.
Oh, okay. I can see the water from the outside.
Where's this memorial crossing, Shannon?
So kind of like, when the water sits like, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Water crossing.
And then,
7 o'clock. Memorial crossing. Is it the Russian language?
Mine.
It's
Historical land.
okay.
Which is on it is, like a monolith. But also the fort. Yeah.
So, yeah, and there's,
But I was actually thinking, 5 o'clock was 6 o'clock from the original fortress, Archet, where it looks like the houses or development on.
Understand?
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
With like foot access. But it's
Yeah.
it's a bank, right? There's water on
Yeah.
the side.
That's true.
I think
That building.
it's like a canal. That usually it runs quite far out
Yeah.
and around this lake.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that they have that there in houses. That's fine.
Yeah, like, that's pretty old-ish.
But it's amazing.
That
I like it very much.
I'm just zooming way out on Russia to see where Siberia is, because it be for log traffic? So they had more control to move logs.
Yeah, there's like actually designed as a kind of waterway road and stuff.
Oh, yeah, because it goes quite far back.
Okay, yeah, I get that. But what-
It goes all the way around, maybe,
All the way up.
yeah, to that,
Oh,
even it cuts through, like, it just keeps going. Maybe, and you can see how man-made it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I see, you'll see it's base recreation, and then it's KRENTXY, and then it breaks into the Volkhov River, and then it picks up again, and yeah, it continues around that huge lake.
Oh, wow, huge.
That was huge, and it was thousands of years ago. When you can't, like, it doesn't even, like, none of the lakes in Finland even compare and stuff. The Baltic Sea is famous for the great transit nature and its great variability. Most of the water that runs off into the Baltic Sea comes from these river systems. But the thing is that river runoff data isn't really recorded regularly. So Russia hasn't submitted data on runoff why water moves. And I kind of think this is the biggest variable in terms of where water movement carrying these shards could have come from. It is less salty than the surface. More salty than the dam. Yeah, I wonder if it like because there's so much fresh water coming into. I wasn't even thinking of the lake. I was just more thinking of the river and things getting deposited. Deposited alongside the river. I guess yeah, but maybe it will take longer. So the top and bottom cell will talk. Well, let's. How many storms were there?
It would come from the mountains.
I think it depends on the but basically the level at which
This means it comes short.
Those are on the content like portion water regulatory levels. What flows into those holes? What river systems are connected to it?
But the Baltic Sea isn't fully salt water, it's brackish. It's the same as the Swan River. No, sorry, you go. Maybe we should look around the sandbanks and see what are like nice places for picnics. And with that, sorry? So it could be more or less than, okay. And then we also need to geography. Live. And precisely, because this impacts the way that the water moves. Summary geography plays a part in how water can and does move in specific areas.
Yeah. Crying.
Okay, so just like that, we see the program that
Yeah, are looking specifically within the Gulf Finland, the information that
Yeah.
might signify from whence these objects might come.
So operating in the Gulf of Finland.
We could probably color it down on that side. I mean, there's so many cafes, so many classes here. Very long.
The Baltic Sea is the largest brackish inland sea area in the world. Let's move. I think let's move towards St. Petersburg. We don't know how deep it is.
General circulation in the Baltic Sea is.
Yeah, but at the same time, it takes, and like sea glass is generally about 100 years old. So there's, so,
Say that you need, do they accommodate that is it by fragments?
So we look at the color of the sea glass, see what kinds of objects would be made. How long it would take.
I think, yeah, because it's possible to see all the manufacturers listed on Google within one frame of the map. Yeah, and then it's like, because one day I saw like the rubbish truck, like the recycling and the garbage truck came by and it was just like full of sea glass. So I kind of think it's an interesting idea to also look if there's a dump or
Circulation plays a role, see what it makes it.
or a kind of, I wonder if we put in recycling center. So we see the ocean exhibiting a huge range of dynamic motion. Might do. Spanning scales from millimeters to, I know, it's just popping up in Estonia. It's called basically particle carries traces such as solid nutrient heat, as well as particular matter such as plankton and marine. Yeah. And they use like Reggie models to track this. However, so when we look at the weather data, and if it's possible that glasses travel together, then maybe this fact that certain colors, like you said, it seems like it's the majority of one color that washes up on the shore each day. So does this then narrow down the possibility of events catalyzed? Does also include moves, I see the memorial crossing that you were talking about, the monolith.
At the end of the day.
Oh, it's fantastic. Because there's this long stretch of beach, and it doesn't seem like wild, like hit by bus.
Maybe we could speak of it.
Things come together.
Pleasant. Actually, you can see people sitting there.
Just new evidence of that in the Gulf of Finland.
There's some like good girls. And then we got some glass on the ground.
What, really?
Yeah. So if you like walk around with the monograph, there's 3 girls. And there's like, if you hold over, there's like 5 dots. So you can see a man fishing, 2 men fishing. And there's a little fire pit. And then towards the fortress. And then you can see there's benches to sit and there's 3 girls. Hang on. Now I've got my back to the monolith and I'm looking towards the fort and I can't see anyone. And I'm trying to face the fort and I can't see. I'm now at the fort.
It changes where, how, and why, what it means. But what does that say of how the journey began? 15 miles per hour.
This is probably for sure, definitely. Let's put down the coordinates for this place, because I think it definitely seems like somewhere pleasant to sit and have a drink. Maybe we just need to drop a pin. The water conditions affect movement systems. We can just write down the coordinates as well. Do we have a way to look at this?
Right. Oh, I thought I had, but I can't find it. Where I put things in see.
For traffic, so we still need to look at how this might have altered course for some of these pieces of glass. Just let me know, alright, just write it down. Yeah. No, 5995139. Yep. Just write it down, we'll do it thereafter. And then it's also like the other side seems like semi-industrial. You see that? Which side faces east and which side faces west?
Little compass. It was late at night time. Yeah, it's a lot of this.
Yeah.
Then there's like same thing. I didn't use it.
I think my students will be residential, except for the southwest of the river. That's like a big kind of the big port. Yes, I think that's what we're talking about there.
And then and boat traffic is pushing things down because there's extra force moving through the water. You've got this immediate, whatever comes in these like nice banks, kind of quickly could get taken up and down if this is a fishing port, and if we're thinking as well with wood export, if we think that channel that we were looking at is is for wood or for goods transport, and
The yard, the threshold, but I don't know if that's what they don't even like.
It says yacht club. Yacht club.
And there's the big thing about river runs rather. So going over the situation.
There's people boats.
River runs are water.
So it's Petrovsky, Africa.
Never, no, I can't.
There's boats. There's beautiful boats.
Right, but where,
But the community is so far away, so I think it's a longer shot. And I think there's less probability of it coming from the Mexican.
so we look on the maximum number, but the place of the glass for the entrance.
Yes,
And then the same for that, another coast.
or if you move in now, specifically related to military bases, and there's like this crazy nice, any kind of crazy nice forest. Observation forests, cell bases, coastal defense batteries, benches, observation towers, that's hunters, water guard station, airfield, radar station, military points, and army campuses, and that's what we can see on the map. I wanted to put the little man down to be able to see where it's super green, to be able to have a look.
Okay, but that's like a better word. Okay. Yeah. And there's a big thing about river runs rather. Yeah. Going over the situation within the Gulf of Finland.
Although it depends industry and lenses, human traffic, always involved in residential.
So,
But the community have a football green play, so I think it's a longer shot. And I think there's less probability of it coming from the vaccine.
so we look on the maximum number, but the place of the glass for the entrance.
Yes.
And then the same for that.
It's and specifically in relation to military bases. Yeah, military installation, observation points, cell bases, coastal defense batteries, benches, observation towers, that's hunters, water guard station, airfield, radar station, military points, and army campuses, and that's what we're looking to see. What is those? I was doing a big zoom out. It seems also that the further you get down, I mean, there's that green area, which I guess could be like more like secluded romantic hangouts, but also the access seems less, you know, like once we get like out of the town, industrial zone, it seems less like high density. Please. Yeah, past it. I'm looking at the bridge. It's nice with the sun. I'm on the bridge. I'm in the jetties by the bridge.
Okay. Podróżki most. I don't know. That's right.
Do you see the pictures of the sun coming down over the trees? And there's like it's a little love seat. Like near the jetty, there's these
Oh, yeah.
and sunset. So that also seems like a pretty pleasant place to go and have a drink.
That's cool.
No, but the bridge and it says it's got the good view, and it's the bridge, and then you can see if you click the images, you can see there is a fallen over tree that you can sit at. Music, and you have a beer or Coca-Cola.
Somebody says nice view of the other side, but full of crazy traffic.
So
One word is, bridge and bridge, you take a loss and stand for half an hour.
It's so cool that people review bridges. Lots of local guides. Cool.
another cute little beach further down. I'm trying to see if I can street. Spurbank, yeah. I was looking there, and when you go further down, it seems like it's a bit more cliffy. So go into that street there, it seems like a bit like cliffy, so I don't know how like chill it is to sit.
I just found somebody's backyard right in the river that's full of junk. That person's got some glass.
What you can see is like this very nice little yellow cottage with a beautiful flower garden, and they've got tulips. Okay. Wow, and then there's like a paddock. And then there's a cemetery.
Okay. I'm jealous.
I see a bunch. Hang on. Then you continue down past that house with the well-kept garden, and then you'll encounter a cemetery. At the cemetery, there's a bunch of discarded flowers and baskets and different things.
I don't think that is.
No, I'm going towards St. Petersburg on a dirt road by a cemetery. Yeah. Is it a military cemetery? Yeah. then the other thing is you keep continuing down and it's fenced off, which we have here too, this fenced off access points. So I think this is a lot. I would say that this is perhaps less chance of things coming from here. Access, it was a clear,
Groups of glass.
but then
Each envelope contains a group of glass collected on the same day. Yeah, so on the left there you find the majority of
yeah.
options are.
Mhm.
On the right.
That's nice.
Nothing of that, so yeah.
Mhm. Whereas
We need to look at timelines.
PLYAZH.
Wait,
On these little barbecue spots as well. And you can see in one of the photos the direction of the waves, or you can see the pattern of the waves. I would actually say like across the road is like also likely, because if there's bridges, if I was like younger, maybe it's like more cool to be on the other side where there's not, perhaps, because there's lots of block houses around. So perhaps like teenagers or younger people. This like seems more family zone than maybe like the other side. But then also these houses look new, so who's to say what the case was 100 years ago, 60 years ago.
yeah, a lot of this is, and how, maybe its glass is still out there. But yeah, the beach.
So it's probably, I mean, maybe for another investigation, checking when bridges were built and at what points different like percentages of population access different locations.
We should check. Check.
Right.
We still don't know how to exchange between sub-basin
Oh, it's like
population and total basin. That's really democracy. Does this mean we can't?
There's also a town like in Iceland called Akranes, and the houses are spaced exactly the same as houses are in Bunbury.
Oh my god.
Weather is like a little bit warmer, and so you can walk around in the summer with no shoes, and if you need to read you're in Bunbury.
Nice baby.
Why is it like puzzling?
No, it's on the big long road because it's sunny.
I perfect. So celebrate.
Oh yeah?
What factors might contribute to the loss of this data?
I think
Are
that's
they political or economic? And by what forces, conscious or unconscious, can stories be placed? By what forces does the possibility of knowing manifest?
Yeah. How do I read on it? I can't. Yeah. It's that place. I don't know how would you describe this place.
Specifically under water.
oh, found it, yeah.
What are conditions affecting movement in system.
There wasn't mentioned specifically within the log sentence, the information that might signify, so once these objects might come. Also a colder day on the
Baltic
side
Sea
river.
has more waves in the summer, and these are bigger and more consistent in size, and waves in the summer are smaller.
I'm on highway 41K 121.
Downward circulation of the Baltic Sea.
There's a power station.
Moving northwards.
Otherwise, doesn't look too. Yes,
And today I saw a garbage truck on the street.
Although the sculptures on them, so we look at the colour of the sea number, see what kinds of objects they might be made of.
I can see a guy in a red t-shirt walking down the road with a dog. Oh, it's a woman.
Huh?
Yeah, a fancy
What
dog.
about that one? The sea glasses.
It's a cutie. Then there's all these like lookout points, like vantage points. Yeah, there's a lookout where they can sleep like. Down, and then on the other side it is the something industry looking. It's some kind of sand, like a dune.
Yeah,
At a truck stop.
I am. I'm lost. And basically, the risk of surface movement around in two tidal waters or climate shift is much higher than Baltic
Yes.
and world oceans.
So how do we check this?
Yes, probably. And then also swept to the side and then tumbles down. I suppose I'm also thinking,
Yes, because there's no evidence of that ranging in the North thing.
it's just making a test of I don't know if it's rain, pushes things. So we're thinking, people want to like to get the bottle or